Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of tuples and sequence in Python. So think you already know tuples. Like think again. We are going beyond the basic to explore some advanced technique, use cases, and some of the Pythonic trick you may not have seen before. So grab your ID and let's get started. First thing first, let's start with a quick recap to set this stage. In Python, tuples are immutable sequence type, which means their element cannot be changed after creation. But but why do we even need tuples when you have a list, string, and other sequence type? So the sequence is the order collection of element. Example, the string list tuple. And tuple especially is the immutable, faster, and often used for fixed size collection. Think of our tuples as lightweighted immutable alternative to list, perfect for representing structured data like coordinates, database records, or function returns. So let's see one example. So this is example of tuple. So we have a coordinate and the record variables, which is holding the data for alias, Alice, right, 30 and engineer. And how do we access the element? So we use the name of the tuple and the number. So this will give you 10.5. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's explore tuples at advanced level, including the unpacking, nesting, and their role in the Python internals. So at the advanced level, it is important to understand why tuples behave the way they do. So tuples are more memory efficient than lists because they are immutable. Python can optimize, store, and tuples generally consume less memory. So let's take another example. So here you will see the tuples require less memory than the equivalent of the list. So the memory used by the list is 88, whereas memory used by the tuple is 72. Next is hashability. So tuples are hashable if all their elements are hashable, which means they can be used as a key in the dictionary or element in sets. So example as the tuple as a dictionary, we can see this is our tuple key, and for using tuple key we can create a dictionary. So if I run this, so key here is 123 and its value is values. That's why we return the value. So this makes tuple incredibly useful for scenarios like graph traversal or caching result. Next, tuples, nested tuples and immutability. Although tuples are immutable, if they contain mutable element like list, those elements can be modified. For example, this is the nested tuple here. And if I access 02 means this part and the first element and update to 99, so this 3 will be updated to 99. So the element inside tuples can be modified if they are mutable. But big questions with the nested tuples as their immutability can sometimes be misleading, right? Now, more advanced topic. Let's dive into some of the advanced tuple operation and Pythonic trick. For example, the tuple unpacking. So you have probably know tuples unpacking, but do you know you can unpack nested structure or the use of the asterisk operator for variable length unpacking? So the basic unpacking here is, so this is the person stored as the tuple data structure, and we can unpack the person into three different variables, and let's print those. It will give you the three unpacking element of the tuple. We can also do the nesting unpacking, means the tuple inside tuple, right? And we can get the same result. Next is the extended unpacking. So this is again the tuple, and we can use middle and b. So the first element goes to the first, last to the number, right? And all the remaining will go as the list of 2, 3, 4. So unpacking is super handy when working with function that returns multiple value or when dealing with a complex data structure. Tuples also shine when working with function. Let's look at how you can use them for returning multiple values and argument unpacking. So tuples in function, so we can return multiple values using tuples, right? So let's create our function min max and we are passing the number and it will give you the minimum of number and maximum of the number. So in this case, it will output 1 and 4, right? If we pass 10, and it will give you 1 and 10. Next is the argument unpacking. So let's say we have a function called add, and it will return the sum of these two variables. And if we pass 10, 20, and it will unpack as the 30. So tuple makes your function more elegant and flexible with these features. Next is zipping and enumerating. So another advanced use case is combine sequence with zip or numbering element with the enumerate. So using zip first, this is the list, name and age, and we can combine the name and age as the tuple, right? And again print access the element of the tuple using the f string and unpacking into name and age and printing the out. Next, let's use the enumerate. Same thing, it will provide the index, the values of for ABC. So these tools are perfect for working with multiple sequences in parallel. And when to use tuple over list? So this question arises, right? When to use the tuple? So tuples are ideal when your data is immutable or represent a fixed structure. Use tuple when you need hashable type like dictionary keys, or for everything else, stick to list where they are mutable and more versatile for general purpose tasks. Next, let's see some of the Pythonic uh, tuple tricks. The first one is swap number without a temporary variables, right? If you have A, B, and you can easily swap and print the number, very basic. Next, let's use the tuple for default values, right? So in this case, we can, the data is, it's a name and the age, but there's a profession missing. And if you try to unpack with the default value, you can see it will give you the none, right? And same with extending some of the other features. So if this we have already seen the output. So first and B, if you put asterisk, it will take the remaining one other than the first and the last. So that's the wrap on the tuple and sequence. We have covered everything from memory efficiency to unpacking tricks and advanced use cases. Tuple may seem simple, but they are incredible powerful when you start leveraging their unique features. So if you find this video helpful, yeah, smash that like button. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.